Hello friends, I invite you to the heart of Turkey, Cappadocia, to the town of 𝐵𝐔𝐒, where the landscape feels like another planet. Soft volcanic rock, fairy chimneys, and valleys where dozens of hot air balloons rise at sunrise. The town itself is small and cozy, but its magic lies in the fact that it's literally carved into the rocks. Many hotels here are cave dwellings, where you can live inside ancient volcanic stone while enjoying modern comfort. I was born in Russia, now traveling in Turkey, but I live in Chicago, and honestly speaking, it hasn't been easy for me to live without a soulmate. But I know there is one person I love to the very tips of my fingers, my dear Molchana. The nickname was established 26 years ago. We met each other at St. Petersburg State University of Economics and Finances, and somehow found ourselves almost the only girls studying on a state-funded program among elite St. Petersburg crowd. Our friendship began almost instantly, and if I were to explain what truly connected us, I could say it in just one word: two people of the same quality met. We are connected by the depth of our conversations, by the same intellectual level, shared moral values, and a deep desire to truly live. To enjoy watching our children grow, to feel that life is happening here and now, and to understand that the quality of life depends on the people you surround yourself with. Back at the university, we attended philosophy lectures together and studied Aristotle, who wrote that friendship is one of the highest forms of human connection. He described three types of friendship: friendship based on utility, on pleasure, and true friendship based on virtue. According to him, the last one is the rarest and most valuable because it's built on mutual respect and a genuine desire for the good of the other person, and a sincere interest in each other's lives. That is exactly the kind of friendship Molchana and I share. And what about my life here in Chicago? Strangely, I haven't grown close to anyone at all. Perhaps I am too selective. Perhaps my standards of friendship are too high. I have never wanted to waste my time on meaningless conversations or on discussing other people. It feels as if on a subconscious level I always knew that the moment would come when all masks would fall, and that God Himself would take me by the hand and pull me out of that swamp, where one could lie down and slowly disappear in boredom, shallowness, and hopelessness. God opened my eyes to the true nature of people and showed me that beyond that swamp there is something more, something that becomes accessible only when you clearly separate what is good from what is not, and consciously cut everything harmful out of your life. And now, when all the masks have fallen, I finally understand that I am not obligated to follow the rules of immigration or force friendship with people who simply happened to be on the same land as me, but with whom I share nothing. No deep conversation, no emotional connection, no spirituality. In the end, it does matter what kind of book lies on your friend's table, a spell book or marketing management by Philip Kotler. I once thought I had reached the lowest point of my life when I stepped onto the path of betrayal, but I was wrong. The real bottom was still ahead of me when I began to understand what kind of people had been around me. Strange things started happening. Black shoelaces left by my door, whispers about rituals, stories about spells, curses, even voodoo dolls. And the scariest part was not the stories themselves, but how real everything began to feel. For almost 2 years, every 3-4 months, I would wake up in the morning and simply couldn't walk. It felt as if I was stepping out of bed onto burning nails. That was the level of pain. My poor mom, how many tears she heard from me, how much of my hair I lost, how many obstacles I had to go through before I finally accepted God's help and learned to live with an unshakable faith that good will always overcome evil. And then I started to see things differently. People living in fear, believing in control, manipulation, hidden forces. Poor men who don't even realize what beliefs or influences surround them, and a love spell hidden in their clothes. If I haven't gone through this by myself, I would have never believed any of it. That was the kind of environment I found myself in. That was not even bottom of my life. I think I knocked from that bottom. And now it feels as if I have stepped into a different dimension. I am in Love Valley with my son and my very true friend. This place is famous for its unusual rock formations, tall stone pillars shaped by wind and time into forms that gave the valley its name. But beyond that playful appearance, there is something much deeper here. This place is about space and about inner honesty, about the desires we are often afraid to even admit to ourselves. People often make wishes here, but in truth, Love Valley doesn't grant them. It simply helps you to understand what you truly want. And my deepest wish is for my life to be filled with profound love and meaning, and that even in my dreams I would never again cross paths with shallow, greedy people whose days are filled with bitterness and hatred toward the world. We spent 3 unique, unforgettable days together, and even if we see each other only once every 6 years, these moments stay with you for a lifetime. I'm proud of my friend. Now, Chana, you did an incredible job. You changed your destiny by moving to Turkey. You gave your daughters a real chance of life. I know what it means to start from zero when you have nothing but the human desire to live. You and I both know what it feels like to carry the weight of problems. And yet, like Viktor Frankl once said, no matter what happens to us, we remain human. You are a strong woman. You have my deepest respect. I am a strong but fragile and very sensitive woman, and I give that same respect to myself. And there is one more woman I feel I want to honor, someone I barely know. I met her last year near Trump Tower in Chicago with her daughter. She is an incredibly strong, intelligent woman who built a remarkable career in Chicago. Women like us are capable of creating a life of real quality. Deep respect to strong, well-educated and intelligent women. Greetings from the Valley of Love. Surround yourself with people who expand you, not those who make you shrink. Enjoy the weekend.